What's up, guys? Big Papa Drock back with another Raid Shadow Legends video. And guys, not only am I not alone, I'm joined by three incredible Raid Shadow Legends content creators. I'm sure you know them by now, but if you don't, let me introduce them. We got Ash, we got Skratch, we got Kruysen, baby. I mean, what an absolutely awesome panel. And we are here to talk about Live Arena Nukers, which I have to big thank you to Kruysen because he was the one that came up with this idea. So guys, welcome in. How are you all doing today?
Great, bro. How are you?
Awesome.
This is a big collab, man. This is a 4-people collab. I'm excited for it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We're going to go on a ride, huh?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We are definitely going on a ride because it took me 40 minutes just to set this up. So we're going to have a lot of fun today.
We're here
for
Ash
it, man. Has 5 minutes left. Huh?
Yeah, she's got 5 minutes to record. So we're going to make this as quick as possible. So
lightning round. Go.
Lightning round. All right. So Kruysen, you were the one who came up with this idea. Major thank you to you for coming up with it. But just explain to the audience exactly what we're doing today because I'm still trying to figure it out myself. We're ranking Live Arena Nukers, is that right? Is that what we're rolling with?
Yeah, we are going to rank all Live Arena Nukers. I've already made some ranking. I left the best for the last ones. So the idea is one of us pick a champion, set him in one of the ranks, and the others vote. The majority wins.
Cool.
So you pick a champion. Let's, for example, let me pick Georgie, then put him on SS Taya because he can ignore Stone Skin. He has a great kit, very good damage potential. Do you guys agree? And things like that.
Go. I like it. Great idea. Now, obviously, audience, there are a ton of nukers in Raid Shadow Legends, which you can see on the screen right now. And again, kudos to Kruysen for narrowing this list down quite a bit in this tier maker right here. So what we're going to do to keep this video reasonable time-wise is we're going to do 2 rounds here. So we're going to go through, we're going to do 2 rounds. You know, I don't know if we should say, is it the top 10 or is it just our favorite or just people we want to rank? I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we aim for a specific type of nuker or just kind of free for all, throw somebody up there?
Free for all. Whatever you want.
Yeah. All right. Why not? Free for all. So I am the host. Who wants to go first?
Kruysen's idea, so I think.
Let me start.
Yeah.
Let me start.
That's only fair. All right.
Let me start with something very different here. I'm gonna put Gnishrak, the big mouse.
Oh, okay.
On SS Tire Nuker for Live Arena.
Oh wow. Okay, that's really
that's something really different, isn't it?
That is definitely different.
Pinpoint.
Nishak, is that what you said? Nishak.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nishak.
All right, so what do we all vote if we agree, or do we just say our tier, or do we say we agree or disagree?
Agree or disagree, yes or no? Let me explain why. Pinpoint.
Okay. This
champion can put bombs, 2 bombs on all your team, on enemy team, and he can detonate them. Now with Pinpoint, he's going to do that. And almost nobody with a Stone Skin, or even without it, will survive because he can have enough damage to kill your entire team. It doesn't matter if it's mythical or not mythical. So right now, if you start and Gnishrak has a turn, probably gonna lose. That's why.
Interesting. Okay. This was definitely not what I was expecting. What a curveball for a first pick. Okay, so I guess we'll just go in order. Ash, are you agreeing or disagreeing? And if you're disagreeing, what tier are you placing him in?
I'm disagreeing. I'm putting him S tier. I like the call out. I agree, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just like too married to either going like we're talking Live Arena only here, right?
Yes, Live Arena only.
Maybe I'm like too married to the idea of like, okay, Marichka, counter bomb, or ban bomb. But then again, if ban is my only strategy, then or Marichka, then maybe it does speak to Nishak. I love Nishak, so maybe I feel like I'm splitting hairs here because I agree with everything you said, Kruysen. I'll go S tier.
Okay, S tier for Ash. Skratch, what you got?
I disagree as well. I know what he's trying to say. He's going to be very powerful, especially if you can bring in a Shuzen to the party, you know. But there are multiple counters to these threats. I'm seeing recently a lot of people kind of like falling in this pinpoint trap. If you bring Marichka and you bring a Hegemon, it's game over for the enemy team, you know. And that's usually how I put them to sleep. I would give him an A tier because he does have a lot of firepower. And with pinpoint now, he is indeed more powerful than he used to be before, because polymorph is kind of like gone, you know.
You're gonna be decisive, Drock. It's on your hands.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
It's already on me to decide.
No big
Okay.
deal.
We haven't decided what's happening if we disagree, all of us. Whoa.
We boot Kruysen from the call and the video ends. It's
Okay,
over.
There is no
Gotcha,
A tier
gotcha.
on my tier list, guys. There is no A tier.
I just changed it on mine, so don't worry. There is an A tier now.
Okay.
We've got Godlike SSS A B C D. Okay, here's what I'm gonna say. I just faced Nishak actually last night in my return to Live Arena. I didn't find him to be super threatening in that match, but I think that was mainly because of who I was facing. I think I'm also gonna go S tier. I think for certain things, when you can get bombs out there, you can blow stuff up. So I do feel like he's a lot better than he was because of Pinpoint, but Skratch makes a very valid point, and actually a very good point about Hegemon, maybe coming back into the meta because of Pinpoint. So I'm going to go S. So we're actually, I think, between the three of us, we're kind of settling in S because we got
S1.
SS, S, and A. So S it
Good
is.
score. Good
All
score.
right. Well done.
Yeah.
We did it. We got
That was
one,
a good
guys.
one. You started with a banger. I like that.
Yeah.
I was definitely not expecting that for the start. So, all right,
Risk movies.
let's kick it over to Skratch or Ash. Who you want to go next?
Let Ash go. Sorry,
All right,
'cause
Ash, who you
he's on
got?
a run here.
Well, crap, guys. Damn it. I'll go with. Do I go meta or off meta?
Whatever you feel.
I'll go with a kind of a newer meta or whatever, kind of sort of. I'll go Mezimel. I think Mezimel is godlike. I think that Mezimel is godlike. Ignoring Stoneskin with block revive scares scares me a lot. And so basically I'm banning Mezimel more than I'm banning like a lot of other champions that are talked about more as being top tier. So she just scares the hell out of me. Self-buffing, extra turn, and then like there's just no way of protecting against it, right? And she hits hard enough after the buff, so she puts the fear in me.
Okay. Let's toss it over to Skratch to start this. Skratch, what do you think? Agree? Disagree?
I think Mezimel is an S tier versus the right team. It's conditional, but she can definitely be a massive threat now. Yeah.
Okay. So we got an S there. Godlike from Ash, S from Skratch. Kruysen, where are you at?
I'm gonna go between them both and put her on SS tier. First of all, because of her color, green affinity, it's the worst one right now because most of the meta champions are blue affinity. So that makes her a little bit tricky into failing into killing someone. And
But
the second,
UDK and Harima there, Kruysen,
yeah, but nice, Rutters, Siegfried, Gizmak, and everything else like this. And the second thing, it's reaction. Reaction is one thing that you can use and gonna stop her. And if you fail her A2, probably she's going to die.
Yeah, very valid. So I guess I'll be the deciding vote again. I'm really torn here because I think she has an incredible kit, and I always talk about her needing more damage. The only problem I see with Mezimel is there are a lot of viable counters. There are a lot of things out there that make her harder to finish off. I think I'm going to roll S tier again on this, where I feel like she does enough damage now, and the block revive is scary enough for me to, to fear her. But if you can get Harima, if you can get UDK, like you're going to reduce her damage quite a bit. And if she doesn't have the hits there or reaction, she really does struggle once that A2 is burnt up. So I think does that put her in S overall or SS? We got Godlike SS and 2 S's.
Yeah, S1.
S1.
Yeah, very close.
S1, but very close. And I was very tempted to put her in SS. I'm not going to lie. All right.
You have time to
All right,
change.
Skratch
You
is
have
up.
time to change. Come on.
I'm gonna go with more too. I'm just messing with you guys. I'm gonna go with Marius, free champion, right? And I'm gonna put him in godlike because he is indeed a beast. Like he counters so many champions, starting with Siegfried, right? Siegfried is a massive threat nowadays. Stripping that stone skin, not getting polymorphed through the A1 can be dangerous versus polymorph, but that enfeeble tends to land pretty much all of the freaking time on the on my team at least when the opponent is using it, and is always a massive threat, because he drops your buffs, especially if he goes in front of your nukers and drops the stone skin, and the enemy nuker gets to cut on your nukers. You're really in trouble with Marius, and I do think he's very, very powerful.
I'll go next. That way I'm not always the one deciding. And Skratch, I'm going to completely agree with you. This champion absolutely wrecked me last night. I don't have him yet. He counters a ton of stuff. Completely agree. I think he is incredible and very necessary given how popular mythicals have become. So I'm going godlike as well.
I'm
Ash,
going
Kruysen,
next.
who we go?
Okay.
Kruysen next. What do you got, Kruysen?
I need to agree to that. He's one of the most troublesome champions to deal with right now on the live arena. Most of my defeats on Doc Morrow's account, it's
Marius.
Marius.
Yeah.
He's the most dangerous champion, besides some others that we're gonna probably rank soon. But he's one of the most dangerous threats out there. As godlike.
Godlike. And then Ash, what you got? What do you think?
Well, it doesn't matter at this point, but I do agree. Yeah, Marius is the man. I agree. I mean, especially everything about his kit, right? Like you guys have already said it, but even being like one of the best mythical counters and really disrupting what the opponent wants to do, right? Like make it, even though the right move might be metamorphing and controlling with a Galathir or whatever, but like it makes you pause. Maybe you stay with Lazarius's base form one more round. So kind of disrupting what the opponent wants to do is great. So yeah, I agree with you guys. Good call.
All right. He is godlike. It's official. Unanimous. Our first unanimous selection. Incredible job, guys.
Good job. On a free champion too.
On a free champion, that isn't that crazy? They can give away incredible free champions. Well, not give away. He's extremely hard to get, but yeah. Okay, so now it's my turn. I've got one that I'm just really curious to see what people think because I don't know anymore. Because when I was streaming last night and getting my butt handed to me a couple times, people were like, "He's no longer the meta." So, guys, what do you think about Taurus? Because I think I'm going to put him in SS. I still think he's really, really good. It seems like there's more counters to him now. I don't know. I could be talked into godlike, but what do you guys think, Taurus?
What order are we going in?
Ash, you
can go. You can go there.
You go.
I think there's a lot more options now, and I think that obviously a lot of people go Narcissus over Taurus, especially like in the mirror matchup. But obviously with Taurus and Marichka though, together, even without, especially in live arena, sometimes you go without both the pairing. But I still, for me, they're still one of the top combos in the entire game, and I agree with SS. Taurus is still tough to get rid of. He's tough to kill. I mean, I might even still actually, you know what? Screw it. I'm going godlike on Taurus. I think he's still godlike.
There you go.
He's tough to kill. He's tough to kill. I mean, hell, if I'm gonna give Mezimel godlike, I'm gonna give Taurus godlike. You know, like he's tough to get rid of. He's tanky. He's a constant threat with Marichka, with his stuns and the counterattack. Always have to be cognizant. What more can you say? I think he's still godlike. But I agree. There's more options now than there was back when he reigned like supreme.
Okay, awesome. Skratch, what you think?
I do have to say that he's still godlike in my opinion, though. Like, indeed, there are plenty of different counters, but they're still very powerful together. Now with the addition of Pinpoint, you can build him on Pinpoint plus Savage. So all of the champions that can polymorph him are kind of like out of the window, you know. And I feel like together with Marichka, I tend to use them very often now. I do use Narcissus and Ancora a lot, but for the last 1 week or so, I kind of started using Marichka and Taras more often, mainly to deal with Krixias, deal even with Armans, you know, in some situations. It really depends what the opponent has in stock for me. But that counterattack can really be very, very nasty. Plus the damage, the thermometer from the A1, you know, and it's definitely still a solid champion.
All right.
If you guys could only choose Taurus and Marichka or King and Queen, and let's just say you had to have like a 24-hour streamathon live arena, how far can you get? But you can only choose one couple.
Taurus and Marichka.
I'm pouring
Taurus and Marichka. With pairing them with an ice, with a sick front, they do tend to go much better.
Yeah. I need to agree with the guys. He was royalty and he's still royalty. He was king and he's still king. He's godlike. Taurus is there. And Taurus and Marichka, when you see a Marius, is one viable way of counter Marius.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
If Marius is godlike, you need to play another godlike to face him. And Taurus is the one that you should use.
It's funny because I wanted to go godlike, but someone in the chat last night was like, "He's not the meta anymore." Yeah, it got in my head. The chat's screwing with me, guys. I'm doubting myself. The confidence isn't there. I got to get back in the swing of things. All right, that completes round one. Now we got round two. And you know what? No, we're not going to do that. I was going to do like a snake draft like we're doing fantasy football, but you just heard from me. Let's pick somebody else. Who wants to go first? Who's got it?
I think Kruysen, right? Or no?
Let Kruysen.
Yeah, Kruysen.
Okay. Let me pick another controversial one. Leorius. I'm going to put him on S tier. A forgotten champion, an old meta. But right now, we see one champion dominating all the live arena. That is Comidus. If you face a Comidus, you need to prepare your team to survive or be killed in 3 seconds. And the only nuker in the entire meta that can survive bombs and not be stunned is Leorius. In fact, he got even more powerful after getting bombed because his HP is going to drop to 0. And he won't die, neither get stunned. So he's a natural counter to Comidus. That's why he's brought from the vault to the S tier on my picks right now.
All right. Leorius, I like it. Ash, what do you think?
I like your reasoning there, Kruysen, because at first I was like, well, maybe that is a little bit of power creep as compared to Taurus, but I like your reasoning there on the bomb, on the A2 and the unkillable rather. Yeah, man, I can get down with S. I think I can get down with S. Because S is like, there's still 2 tiers above that, right? We're going SS and God. I think
SS and Godlike.
I agree.
Skratch, what do you think?
I think I'm gonna go with a minus SA just because he needs that increased attack. And I know Comidus, is very powerful, but Comidus is gonna kill the rest of your team. And Leorius in live arena is just not gonna be able to carry the team with the nuke, especially without that increased attack. It's just so hard. You have so many. You have so many tanks.
You need to face my Leorius.
But that's the thing. You're playing on that super Kraken account, and it might work for you with the craziest build plus 4-6 star. But if you take that out of the equation and you're kind of like putting all the champions on playing field, it's going to be very hard to kill. And what if the enemy has, as an example, he has Comidus, he has a Marichka, they're going to revive, they're going to wipe your Leorius after, So I just feel like on his own, even though he's a very good counter to a Comidus on his own, but for a full team, I just don't think he's going to be able to work as good,
It's interesting.
Right.
I'm torn here because this was my all-time favorite nuker for so many years. I love this dude. I think I'm going to agree with you, Skratch. I'm going to go A. I think I'm going to go A. And the only reason is it's just kind of what you just laid out. Like, yeah, he does incredible damage. Yes, if he doesn't get taken out with the unkillable, but I just worry about him getting locked out because you have to ban Marichka. You have to ban, it's just so hard to prioritize who to ban against certain opponents when they have so many incredible champs. So I think he's still really good for sure. But I think I'm going to go A. So I think we're kind of split there. We got 2 S's, 2 A's.
Tie.
We got a tie.
Listen, I feel like Skratch in Drock, you're acting like he ranked him God tier. Like he's ranked him S. Like that's the 3rd rank down, maybe, but like I think that like the fact that he can't be true feared, he can't be stunned by Armons, like that adds some viability to him as well. But anyway.
Okay.
Leo.
We got some
I agree with you guys
opinions.
that he's not like uber meta too. It's not like I'm saying that he belongs in the top of the top.
Yes, that's very fair. I think we'd have to do like a massive tier list to get a really good idea.
That's true. That's true.
3 hours of being here, like where's Leorius ranked now?
We could be arguing about the same grade in our heads, in terms of like what it actually means.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna go with one of my faves. Is it me?
Yeah, it's you.
All right.
Let's hear it.
Okay, this is godlike, no questions asked. We could just probably move on. We can all agree. Harima. She's still got it. She's not been power crept. She is great to have like a super tanky champion, does damage, the instant activation capabilities, and obviously your passive, right? Like the enemy, like that's one of the only dependable ways to counter a Narcissus and other meta champions. So I still think Harima is the GOAT. I still try to draft her quite a bit.
Okay, Harima.
Kruysen? Yeah, I agree with that. I do tend to use Harima a lot, and as we were mentioning before, or Kruysen was saying it before, a lot of Magic champions are meta, So when they have a lot of Magic champions, I tend to pick a lot of Force champions as well to try to kind of like counter it from that perspective as well, So Harima is usually on my list to pick her, and I do think she still got like.
Totally agree. Yep. Totally agree. I cannot disagree against the queen. Yeah, she can bring so much utility to your team besides damage. So undoubtedly I got like.
Yep, completely agree. She's incredible. Everybody should get her. And the guy that said she was out of the meta last night is also wrong.
Correct.
He's up too.
Probably
How's this
told
guy
you
running?
before about
Throwing
Taras.
all sorts of stuff
Like
at me last
Fortis
night.
is meta. He's gonna tell you Fortis is meta, man. Dude, do you guys, if you're gonna draft a Siffy, right? If you're gonna draft an increased defense and kind of build a defense team without the increased attack, who are your go-tos? Like, but do you have one or two champions besides Harima that you're looking for on like a
Marius. Right now, Marius and the last, they can play before Harima put defense up, and they can act as a
I'm
simple
hopefully a
nuker.
week away from Marius. I don't have
I
him,
take
damn
I
it.
take,
Uh,
I take Taras. I take even Narcissus. You know, if I see they pick Ancora, Narcissus is out of the list from them. I do tend to use Alice a lot, and if it's my turn now to move to it, by the way, Alice is the champion that I'm gonna
That's what I
rank
was
as
gonna-
godlike.
there we go.
That's who I was gonna say. That's my other go-to. So I'm glad you mentioned him.
Yeah, because not only for the damage, he's honestly the hardest hitting defense-based champion, purely defense-based. I know Gizmek is a mixture of it, but Alice, not only that he deals the damage, but he gives you the support, right? So a lot of the times I'm trying to get armors, I'm trying to get a lockout. I only have room for one reviver, right? So I do need to bring in damage and extra support, and Alice is just the right champion for it, because I can put that block damage with counter attack, instantly counters Siegfried, instantly counters Lazarius, instantly counters pretty much everyone that's trying to mess out with me, you know. And the counter attack, most of the times, it ends up in killing the champion that hits him, especially if they're under a shield with extra hit, you know. And then, not only to mention that the A2 is so powerful that he's instantly putting Nice to sleep, you know, like he was not even in
One
in
of
there,
the few
basically.
champions that can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Not only that,
What was it here? Sorry, what was it? What did you rank him?
Godlike. was the
Godlike.
tier.
Godlike.
Godlike. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
there's
Sorry.
one more team. Put Alaz and UDK together, and you're gonna have a lot of fun. Make a
Yeah.
UDK nuker, and you're gonna have a lot of fun with the counter attack and block damage.
Oh, very valid
Definitely
point. Yeah.
godlike.
Okay.
And he brings his own increased defense, like for a Harima and stuff like this. You can always pair them together, which is very good, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
UDK as well, yeah.
For sure. I'll also agree Godlike, yeah, for the reasons listed. I won't belabor the point. We all know it. He's incredible.
I'll belabor the point. I freaking love Alas. I love this dude for the arena. You know, I like him for the increased defense, like Skratch mentioned. Like, I love pairing him with Harima as a tandem. It's so powerful, especially when I don't get Siffy. I get like a Galathea or whoever I'm running for Reviver. So yeah, I love this dude.
Yeah,
He is
definitely a godlike.
He also gets
legit.
banned a lot. Like when I play him, he gets banned quite a bit.
Yeah.
You know.
He's a massive threat, though. Even the provoke can be nasty if you are provoking the right champion instead of going for a polymorph or something. You know, he's definitely super nasty.
Yeah, and the second form can save you from a few moments when with the healing or maybe the AoE fear or something.
Yeah.
True. All right, so I got one now. Again, this is another one you're not going to see very often, but I'm just picking this because I really want to know what everyone's opinion is. Because I don't like this champion very much at all. I love his kit, and it's Fatalis Blademaster, and I'm going to put him in. I'm going to put him in. I want to put him C tier. I'm going to put him B tier, and I'll tell you why. I love his kit. I think his kit is great. I think he has niche uses. I'm not saying that he's not usable. I'm just saying that he hits like a wet noodle. He hits like a wet noodle. And I know Biohack loves this guy and a couple other people do, but I will always stand on business. I hate Fatalis Blademaster. He's a B. There you go. Ash, what do you think?
I don't have Fatalis, but he has. I'll be real with you. I think I was talking to either Skratch or Drock in a collab about him. But like, I underestimated one time in live arena. I was like, oh, what are they doing drafting Fatalis? You know, and he like wrecked my whole team. Like, so he has some potential for sure. I don't want to, discredit him anymore. But overall, I still don't fear. Even though he wiped me, I certainly don't fear him. I think he could use a damage buff, kind of like an Allele. You know, like, great that you can ignore the stone skin, but can you finish the job all the time? He seems more consistent to me than an Allele. But again, I don't have him, so I'll agree with. Do you have him, Drock?
I do have him, and I've built him with the absolute most insane stats, and I still think his damage is lacking.
Well, I'm gonna acquiesce to whatever you think then. If you built him and tried him, but he's never intimidated me a ton, but seems like he's some potential there.
So B for Ash then. All
Sure.
right. All right. Skratch, what you got?
I think I agree with B as well. Like I'm seeing a couple of people that tend to use him very often, and I think I lost once to one of them with him. I don't think I lost more than one fight to Fatalist Blade Master. But I do want to say one thing now, though. We have Odin, we have the pinpoint, and I feel like if you pair him with Odin and Odin manages to put that defense down on you, and he's using the AOE, he does have a chance to smack much harder now. So I feel like he could be a bit more useful in the right team now and be a bigger threat, because it's a bit harder to kill him if you don't have the right champions in the team.
Fair. Kruysen, you're the deciding vote.
Okay, I was going to discord with the B. I was going to put him on A, but let's say he's the first one on the B tier because he won't kill your entire team with one hit, but he won't die from one hit either.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So in a long battle, he usually wins. A few champions can stand a long battle between nukers and things like that, and he's one of them that can do it, but he won't kill the entire team in a single blow. That's make him drop a lot compared to other nukers, and since the main goal of a nuker is to kill, so he fails on that point.
All right, there we go. Listen, I'm throwing a curveball here. Lightning round, because I want to get 3. I know we got to get Ash out of here. We're just going to literally throw a nuker up there. Everyone says yes or no if they agree. Ash, nuker, who you got? What tier?
No, I'm gonna go with Rhonda. Rhonda.
What tier?
Rhonda is A tier.
A tier. Skratch, do you agree?
Yeah, A tier is good. Yeah.
Okay, Kruysen, do you agree?
Totally agree.
I will also agree. I can't find her picture, but we're agreeing she's A tier. Skratch, who you got?
Rotos is just so freaking busted. S tier. When you have the right blessing on him, he's just an annoying champion that can be killed not by Narcissus, not by anyone.
Ash, do you agree?
That's S, yes.
Kruysen, do you agree?
I disagree. Godlike.
Oh, godlike.
One of the most threatening champions in the game. If you don't have counters to him, he's gonna win the battle solo probably.
Yeah.
All right.
So if you face a strong Rotos,
we've all been there where we think the battle's over and we won.
Yep.
But there's just Rotos to finish off on little health, and your whole team gets wiped, and you're like, what?
Happened to me literally the last night. I'm going godlike as well because I thought I could get away with him not killing me, and then he wiped my entire team. So still godlike, and I agree. You have to have the counters up there. Kruysen, who you got?
Okay, let me go. Nobody gonna disagree with that. Comidus, top of SS. No, godlike tier. Godlike tier.
Godlike.
Comidus.
Yeah.
I don't have him. I'm jealous, and I agree.
Yeah.
Hate going against him.
I agree. I just hate Marichka making him do 0 damage, which drives me crazy. Okay, everyone agrees on this, and then the final one comes down to me, and I'm going to pick this guy because he absolutely worked me last night. Nice. I think he's godlike. I freaking hate this champion because I don't have him. He is terrifying in arena. Nice. What do you guys think? Kruysen.
Another one that can win battles solo, and he's even more powerful when he's solo. Every night when I do live arena sessions, one of my battles, there is a lonely night against 4 champions, and usually I win.
Yep.
This is how incredible this champion is.
Sickening. Ash, you agree?
Don't have him agree. Hate going against him.
All right, and Skratch to cap us off.
Same situation like Ash here, but I'm planning to get him on the next 2x, so he better be dropping on my account.
I'm planning too.
Yeah, right. I'm planning on it as well. I plan on that a lot of times, and usually it doesn't work out. But all right, that's it, guys. We did it. This is 3 rounds of ranking live arena tier list Nukers. Again, a huge thank you to Kruysen for coming up with the idea. I don't have to tell you guys, obviously. Give these legends a sub, drop them a like, a follow. Especially Kruysen, who's just got into the content creator program, I think in the last 2 or 3 weeks. So congratulations, Kruysen. But any parting thoughts, guys, before we leave our audience? Anything else you want them to know?
Yeah, they should do a quick lightning round in the comments down below and let us know what they think.
I like that. Skratch always thinking about engagement. Big brains over here. Yes, guys, let us know your picks down below, what you think about what we've said and whether you agree with us. Anybody else? Ash, Kruysen, anything else you want to say?
Nope.
Nah, thanks for having me, guys. I like this format. It was fun.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun as well. All right, we will catch y'all later. This has been Big Papa Drock, Ash, Skratch, and Kruysen, and we are out.